Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It's Atomic again. So we are going to do the weekly challenge, take a picture of different types of robots. I typically wouldn't do this just because I think it's relatively easy to do, but one of my viewers, Paulo Store, has requested I do a video on this, so because I haven't done it yet, why not? So let's get to it. So this is pretty straightforward, but I'm going to show you where you can get different things, and this shouldn't really affect your level, even if you're low level. Some of these I'm going to go to White Spring, but I'm going to show you an easy way to get into White Springs, just in case you're low level or you're scared to go into White Springs because you get trashed all the time. So there are ways to sneak into White Springs without a problem. The easiest one is to just go to the train station, cross the road, and as long as there's no enemies there, you could be able to sneak right through into White Spring and get some robots. So let's start there at White Spring, just because there's a whole bunch of robots there and we can get them out the way. So probably at White Spring we'll get the Soltron. We might get Mr. Handy, Mr. Gutsy, or Miss Nanny, possibly a Protecton, possibly Robotrain. We'll go to Bivs. Sentrybot we'll get at White Spring. Turret, I'm going to actually try and take a picture of one in the camp here, just out of curiosity whether that will register. It should in theory, but if it doesn't, we're going to head over to Poseidon because there's a turret there and there's a Vertibot there. So bear with me, just forward to wherever you need to go look where the robots are. I'm going to be fast traveling and switching characters and doing things, so it's going to take time to switch screens. So just kind of forward to the video that you're looking for if you're stuck or want a specific robot. But we should be able to do this relatively quickly. So let's start off with trying to take a picture of a turret in our camp, just out of curiosity whether that will actually work. Let's see what it's actually... a mole rat. Okay. Okay, so we have a turret here, so let's see if that will register at all. I'll be surprised if it doesn't, but then again, there you go. So you can just take a picture of your turret in your camp, very easy, very simple. But when we at Poseidon, if we don't see a Vertibot or something before then, I will show you where the other turret is. Most of you will probably see those. Those are those big turrets. You see them in the bog. They're taking out Scorch Beasts. There's a bunch around various workshops, and Poseidon's one of those workshops where there are turrets. So there's one down. Obviously, there's a turret at Poseidon, as I mentioned. There's one. Where's the other turret I was thinking of? I was thinking of this guy. Yeah, so the one at the Wade Airport, there's a whole bunch of turrets. If you guys are familiar with that workshop, there's a bunch of turrets. But anyway, just take a picture of the one at your, if you have one at your camp or someone's camp, that will do. So anyway, we're going to head down to White Spring. Like I said, very easy to get in here. More than likely, we're not going to even be attacked. I might run into some mole rats here or some wolves or something in this area as I'm jumping down. But let's get over there quick. Okay, so just head to the train station here. This is your safest bet, like I said, if you want to get in without, if you're worried about getting into White Springs, super easy, super simple. For the rest of us, you know the drill. I see there's a Sentrybot there. I see there's a Protecton. So let's go get those guys. There's normally a Soltron in this area as well. So we'll go get these guys first of all. No, you're not a turret. Okay, that's two. Oh, yeah, I see a Soltron right here. I might have got that already. So as you notice, you don't have to, even if your photos are full, yeah, it'll still register. So let's go just check what we got so far. So we already got a Soltron. We hit that with when we took a picture of the Sentrybot. Okay, Sentrybot, turret. So we have four there. Okay, let's go see. I think we can get a Mr. Handy. That'll save us from going to the other place to get Mr. Handy is Camden Park, which is down south. So if you guys hang around there, there's a whole bunch of different robots at Camden Park down there. So that's another spot you can go and take care of, get a thing there. But let's see, we should have a Mr. I think these little guys will be the same right over here. So as you can see, I didn't get attacked by any enemies. It's very easy to get into White Springs. Okay, so that should have been Mr. Handy, Mr. Gutsy robot. So let's go down and just double check. So there you go. That was that one there. I can't think of any other one. So Liberator will go to the Vault. iBot will go to Morgantown. Which you want to go for Biv anyway. And the Vertibot's probably the last one. We'll do that one last, just because it's a little bit more out of the way for us. So let's head over to the Vault. We'll get a Liberator. It's the most easiest place to get a picture of one. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to switch my character here quick, so I can get closer to Morgantown. Okay, so we are at the Vault 76. Give me 1 second, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna head this direction. As all you know, there's 10 Liberators here. For these other challenges that require you to take out 10 robots, this is a great place to come. Please stand still for me. No, the film, huh? To check your film, is just quickly go over to ammo. And it looks like I might be out of film. Okay, so give me 1 sec. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some. There's also a Mr. Handy down there. That's another place if you wanted to get a Mr. Handy, just down there at the bottom of the vault there. Okay, so I think I might be out of film here. So let me just take a quick look. It's pretty obvious there. Yeah, so I have I wasted a lot of camera film on the Murloc Queen. Okay, so let me actually head I'll go make some. So I'll actually go get some film. I think my other character's right there. I would jump out of my armor and just make it, but actually. And of course, there's a whole bunch of Protectrons, and we'll get the iBot while we are in near Morgantown as well. So you get the iBots in Morgantown. There's a Protectron, of course, there's Biv. So while we can always go back to the vault, no big deal. Since we're in this area, we might as well stay. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the bag to spawn in. There we go. Okay, so let's head this way. There should be an Eyebot in the area. There's normally one at the pub, which is, let's see, things are just spawning in, so we may need to come back. Oh, well, we got liberators as well, so we don't actually have to go back to the vault. So this is obviously another place you can get liberators. Okay, there we go, liberators down. That's only if the vent rally starts where you get a liberator. Okay, so where's my Eyebots? Okay, we might have to come back here. Let's go head over to Biv's quickly. Biv has okay, if you haven't started the Biv quest, very easy to do so. Just a couple of missions to actually do it. I believe you can even just enter into this building without it. I might be wrong. I think you'll probably have to start the mission if you haven't. I think most people have started the Biv quests. So we're coming over to the tattoo parlor. I think most people know where Biv is. We're right here by Big Al's tattoo. Right here just at the bottom of Morgantown. If you haven't started the quest, there is a post on the wall. Just read the poster, and there's a few sort of smaller quests that you can actually start the quest line if you can't get access to the building. And of course, we're gonna hit in with Biv. It's going down to the robots again. Almost done, yeah. That's a RoboBrain robot we're gonna get from Biv. Very easy. Doesn't fight back. Can't complain about that. Okay, so go right in here. See Uncle Biv. There you go. Very quick and easy. Painless. Should have just okay, so let's see if we can go find an Eyebot. I didn't see there were any earlier. There's normally lots of them around Morgantown, so we may need to server hop. I hope not. I may come back and do that if I have to server hop, just so I can get down to near Poseidon. Oh. There's normally loads of iBots around Morgantown. I absolutely see none. There's normally one by the pub here. I see none. In fact, if we can find a dead robot, just in case, that you can actually kill dead robots as well, just so you guys know, it doesn't have to be a live one. Let's just go look around. There should be, like, I don't understand why there's not any around yet. See if anyone killed any yet. Where are those iBots, buddies? Oh, here we go. So there's one right here inside. So just look around. Now there's also if you've done the event where you have to escort, I forget that guy's name. You have to. Can we actually open this one? Oh, we can open it. Let's see what's inside here. No, nothing interesting. So there's iBot there. There's also the one I was mentioning. There's an event where you have to walk that that robot around Morgantown, where you actually start the quest. Inside on the table there is a dead iBot right there. Right. So anyway, just find if you don't have any iBots, just server hop in Morgantown. You should find a ton of iBots. So I think we are almost done. So let's go take a quick look. Yeah, so the last thing we have is a Vertibot. So of course you've got a couple of choices. You can go and try and find a Vertibot around White Spring, of course. There's lots of Vertibot cargo bots driving around there. There might even be... I'm just trying to think of those Vertibots that randomly spawn. I'm not sure they'll actually register. They have to have the name in them. But anyway, so we're going to head down to Poseidon, yeah, and then we will, in fact, let me see, yeah. Okay, so let me just switch my character here again quickly, so I can get her camped down there, and then we'll spawn close by. Yeah, so there's lots of cargo bobs and vertibots flying around here. Of course, you can go call your own vertibot by going into, if you've done the Enclave mission, go into the military, the wing in the White Spring bunker, and you can just request a cargo bot as part of the silo missions, and they will fly around. They'll be a lot trickier to try and hunt them down. You might find one that's sort of obviously randomly flying around. But I think the best way is to actually go to one of these guys. Either go down to Wade Airport. There's a Vertibot right at the bottom south side of the airport, or go down to Poseidon. Either or is pretty much. They're both fine. Of course, there's a Vertibot as well up at Grafton Workshop as well, which is up here. So there's Grafton Workshop. There's a Vertibot there as well that you can go get. So any one of those locations will have a Vertibot that you can go repair and get it to take off. Now, it is a little tricky. You've got to make sure that the name appears in the viewfinder. So as soon as you launch that Vertibot, you want to try and snap a picture. If it takes off and gets too high, then you may not actually get it. Okay, so let's, or should be able to spawn at the camp in a shortly. If I didn't mess it up. I have a feeling I just did. Oh no, there we go. Okay, so let's head down there. And as I mentioned, there's a bunch of robots at Camden Park. The Gutsies, I think there's probably more than one down there that you could probably take a picture of. You've got the Protracton, which is the vendor, Chad, I think his name is. And then you have the Gutsies, which are just those guys that are at the various tables. But we are not going to go there because we've already got those pictures, obviously. This is just one of my other many camps down here. I'll give you a quick tour while we're here. Okay, so let's see if we can go to Poseidon here for the last one. And let's hope that it's not flying around. If it is flying around, you might have to go to another workshop. Let's hope. They do get destroyed pretty quickly. Okay, so we got the Poseidon on our left here, and I don't see a Vertibot flying around, which is good news, I think. Let's see, does somebody own this? Yeah, and it looks like a Magic Man is there. Okay, so let's take care of these guys first, just otherwise they're going to become annoying. And I'll also show you where the turret is at over here. There's obviously the turrets on the walls at the back there, but those aren't the ones I'm speaking of. Okay, so let me show you where the turret is before I forget. Okay, so there's a Vertibot pad right over there. We'll come back to that in a second. So the turret I'm talking about is this guy right over here. There you go. It's gun replacement, but it'll register as a turret. Okay, so this is the pad. So if you walk up to the pad here, it's going to ask you to repair it. It's going to spawn, and you want to try and take a picture as quick as possible. So just make sure that your camera is ready. There you go. Very quick and very easy. It sometimes will sit there for a little bit. Sometimes we'll take off quite quickly there. There you go. So I hope you found that useful. We got all the challenges, and just to double check here, weekly, I'm pretty sure I saw it go off there. But there you go. 9 robots, very easy, very quick. Took us less than 25 minutes, or approximately 25 minutes, to hit all of those. Quite quick and easy to actually do. So there you go. I hope you found it useful. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It does help me out a lot. Thanks very much. If you have any questions, or if you think there's better spots for various robots, by all means, put them in the comment section so you can help others out. You know, some people might be at various locations too, than having to travel all over, but those are the easiest ones that I can actually think of. Anyway, thanks again.